The Basque Country has two extraordinary cities, Bilbao and San Sebastián. Whoever visits the first one should visit the second one and vice versa. And today we are going to show you a means of transport that allows you to travel in the purest slow travel style between the two cities. Hop on the Euskotren with us. Hola, ¿qué tal? Hello! Welcome to the channel where we want you to be happier traveling through the Iberian Peninsula with the help of our videos and of our self-guided walking tours. In today's video, we are going to talk specifically about train travel between Bilbao and San Sebastián. But if you want to know more about both cities, don't forget to check out the videos here in the channel with a complete guide to each destination. There are two basic ways to travel between Bilbao and San Sebastián. The first is by road, either by car or bus, with an approximate duration of 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then there is the train, the Euskotren, a journey that lasts just over 2 hours and a half. So it is only interesting for those looking for a more leisurely way of traveling that allows you to assimilate in a different way the destinations you are traveling through. In the videos we have mentioned about Bilbao and San Sebastián here in the channel, you will find all the details about the bus stations of both cities. But let's get down to railway business. Euskotren is a regional train service that runs throughout the Basque Country. Euskotren is a public company owned by the Basque government. In addition to the train, it operates other transport services such as the Bilbao and Vitoria streetcars, light railways. The streetcar that you will use to get around Bilbao is also managed by Euskotren. Let's take a look at the map. Among the different lines operated by Euskotren, the E1 connects Bilbao and San Sebastián. Counting the first and last station on the line, there are a total of 42 stations, which helps us understand why it takes so long to travel, since the train stops at all of them, even if only very briefly. We have only put on the map some of the stations. There was not enough room for all of them. The first half of the journey from Bilbao to San Sebastián runs through the interior of the Basque Country. At Deba, you will travel very close to the sea, and the trip continues relatively close to the coast until you reach San Sebastián. The starting point of the line in Bilbao is the Matiko Bilbao station, but you will most likely find the Zazpikaleak station in the Casco Viejo of the city, the old part, more convenient as it is large and easily accessible. You can take the Euskotren in the old part of Bilbao easily. The platform is very well signposted. Look for the signs indicating the route E1 Donostia. You will go up some escalators until you reach the platform, where you will wait for the arrival of the train. The other end of the line is the Amara Donostia station, which is located south of the center of San Sebastián in a very nice neighborhood not far from the romantic area. Depending on the location of your hotel in San Sebastián, you may even be able to walk from Amara Donostia. In the video, we are going to illustrate the trip in the Bilbao to San Sebastián direction, but if you do it the other way around, just reverse the order of things. Although it is a regional train, the Euskotren looks like a modern metro or light railway. The trains are fairly new, electric trains built for Euskotren by the Spanish manufacturer CAF. The train looks like a commuter service because, in fact, the reason for the E1 line is not to connect Bilbao and San Sebastián, but to allow travel between the cities along the line. You will see with your eyes how only a small number of passengers make the full journey. The interior of the trains is clean and subway-like. The seats are not as comfortable as those of a high-speed train or a regional train because they are not designed to be comfortable for long journeys. There is no luggage storage space, which should not be a problem, and you will find toilets on the train. Departing from Bilbao, the train travels several kilometers through tunnels, but the rest of the journey is in the open air. The 108-kilometer trip, that's 67 miles, crosses at no more than 80 kilometers per hour, 50 miles per hour, part of the Vizcaya region and part of the Gipuzkoa region closer to the coast. There are very different landscapes, most of the time with lots of green everywhere, with a possibility of seeing part of the industrial fabric of the Basque Country, both current and abandoned, and with a very quick visit to the ocean. For lovers of landscape contemplation, the trip is a real treat. There is no better side to sit on, and there is always something interesting to look out the window. The ride is very leisurely, and its spaces is an alternation of scenery, station stops, scenery, station stops. When you get on, sit by a window to get the most out of the trip. There is free sitting inside. And if there are empty seats on the train, feel free to switch sides to soak in the views on both sides of the train. Some places worth paying attention are Durango Station, designed by architect Zaha Hadid. If you are very interested in contemporary architecture, you can get off the train and wait without leaving the station for the next one to arrive. We just stuck our heads out of the train door and continue on our way. The impressive, though not necessarily beautiful, industrial region of Eibar, Deva, the only point on the route where the train passes very close to the ocean. To see the beach, look out of the window on the left side of the train in the direction Bilbao-San Sebastián, just after leaving the station. In Orio, also on the left side, the train runs near the bank of the Oria River on its way to the sea, which is very close. And 2.5 hours later, the train arrives at Amara station in San Sebastián, the final station on the line. The E1 line of Euskotren has many frequencies during the day, one every hour. In the first comment below the video, we'll leave you a link so you can check the updated schedules. Let's talk about prices. If, after consulting the Euskotren website, you manage to find out the price of a ticket between Bilbao and San Sebastián, congratulations, you're a person of superior intelligence. We have tried, and frankly, we have not come to any conclusion. We would appreciate the input from anyone who can read and interpret this page. We believe that the price of a single ticket to travel between Bilbao and San Sebastián, or vice versa, is €6.50 because we saw it in the Euskotren machines in Bilbao. What we do know is that we paid for our trip with the Barik card, which is the Bilbao transport card that we showed you in the video dedicated to Bilbao. And paying with the balance available on the Barik card, the trip between Bilbao and San Sebastián is much cheaper. Believe it or not, the journey of almost 3 hours between Bilbao and San Sebastián, paying with a Barik card, cost us €2 per person. The card must be brought close to the reader, both when entering the station at the beginning of the trip and when getting off at the destination. The advantage of the Barik card is that one single card can pay for the trips of several people as long as there is money left on it. We believe that if you pay with a Muji card, which is the San Sebastián transport card, it is also very cheap. But we did not get to try it because we made the trip in the Bilbao-San Sebastián direction. And another reason to have a Barik card if you travel from Bilbao to San Sebastián. The Barik card can be used on San Sebastián buses to pay for trips, for as long as there is balance on the card. As we said at the beginning, we recommend this trip for calm, leisurely, relaxed travelers. Of course, Euskotren should not be an option for those looking for the fastest way to travel between Bilbao and San Sebastián, but rather for those who want to dedicate several hours of their stay in the Basque Country to a very beautiful and interesting trip, dominated by nature but also by industry, with many surprises along the way. So, this is the end of the video. As always, if you have any questions about the Euskotren, feel free to use the commentary box to ask. And if you are planning to visit the Basque Country, don't forget to check out the list of videos we have already dedicated to the region here on the channel. Plenty of useful information for the perfect trip to the Basque Country. We're waiting for you on those videos.